Hello, welcome Capricorn. This is going to be a mid-month, March through the end of March energy reading. We're going to go ahead and get you some cards at the base, from oracle cards here at the base of the spread to kind of give us a general energy of what's going on right now. We've got a full moon coming up. We've got an eclipse coming up. We just had a new moon in Pisces, which was, I felt that energy heavily. You guys can let me know if you felt it heavily too. I've been like asleep for like 3 days. So definitely I've been in the dream realms for a couple of days here. So let's see what's going on with Capricorn with all of this energy coming up at the end of March. What do we got going on, Spirit? Let's find out. Alrighty, we have got this yin and yang, unity, balanced energy, manifestation. It says, I am in divine flow and move in alignment. You can get it to show up. And that is the number 2 card if you were wanting. In case we couldn't see it, we've got the number 12 card, Spirit of the Tree. Nature, priestess, inner peace. If you're in need of a lesson, there's wisdom in the trees. These ones wanted to pop out together, but one of them is in reverse. So let's see what the message is here. Number 1, there is a reason you have those dreams: the mystic, intuition, high priestess, and visionary. So yeah, definitely. And maybe Capricorn, you've been having, like I said, especially with the new moon in Pisces, maybe you've been having dreams with some messages and meanings coming through. The one that came out in reverse is actually the number 40 card, and it says, it's okay, I don't know what I'm doing either. It says sweet oblivion, uncertainty, fate, and humor. So maybe we are coming out of this energy of not knowing what's going on, or feeling a little bit lost and confused about what's happening, with some dreams and visions and some intuition coming in. So maybe this dream energy or this intuitive energy, whatever this card means for you, is actually putting an end to some sort of confusion or feeling a little lost on the path of life. Not that it isn't totally like valid and normal to get lost on the path of life sometimes. It's just that can be, if it goes on for too long, it can be a very uncomfortable energy, especially for somebody with Capricorn, prominent Capricorn placements. I feel like we definitely like to be, as a Capricorn, a lot more in command of our faculties and in control of what's going on. A little bit more ambitious and driven. It's difficult to be driven if we don't know where we're going, though. But this feels like we're getting more balance and flow going on with it, getting grounded, maybe spending a little bit more time outside with nature, with the trees. It's finally spring. And so, I mean, depending on where you are in the world, but for a lot of us, when spring finally emerges, it's like, finally I can get outside, things are starting to blossom, regrowth is happening, it starts to feel a lot more grounded. You've got the Knight of Wands coming up on this yin-yang. We're going to get you a couple more though and see what the message is here. And the Death card coming out. And the 8 of Wands. So that's a real interesting energy. And maybe we are putting an end to or ending an energy of just charging in, rushing in, all passionate. Let me feel into it a little bit more, because it almost feels like it's it kind of also feels too like there's one last charge, one last hurrah, like rushing in, that puts something to an end finally, like it's the end of a cycle. A swift victory to a situation just brings the whole thing to a close. So I'm kind of getting that too. Let's see. We've got the well coming up on the spirit of the tree. The King of Pentacles. And the World. I'll show you the well card. It's a unique card to this deck if you guys haven't seen me use it before. And this is going to be like being connected to source energy, being connected to the wellspring of all that is, drawing from that inner intuition, drawing from inner knowing, letting it come out through you. The King of Pentacles is going to be the King of Abundance and Stability, coming out on this tree card that says, what did it say again? Oh, inner peace. Being at peace, nature, high priestess. So maybe we are connecting to, creating, tapping into a new cycle of abundance and stability. Whereas maybe the energy was a little bit chaotic previously with the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands over here. Moving into a little bit more of a grounded cycle. On this, we've got the Nine of Wands coming out, the Page of Wands coming out, and the Three of Cups. So a celebration happening over here. On top of the Nine of Wands, which is the Wounded Warrior card, or I feel like this energy feels to me like after having tried your hand at so many different things, or trying so many different avenues or approaches, and really, you know, putting yourself through the ringer, trying to discover that we've got the one, we've found the Page of Wands, or we found the one wand that really works for us. So there's a new opportunity for something to be passionate or excited over. But it's come from, you know, it was not from lack of trying a whole bunch of other different options. And that gives you a reason to celebrate. Because it feels like finding, after having tried so many different things with this Sweet Oblivion card in the reverse, like feeling a little lost on the path of life, trying so many different avenues and options, this clarity that's come through with the dream card here, the reason that you're having those dreams, that card feels like it's a cause to celebrate, finding that the one wand you really want to grip onto and utilize there. Let's find out what else. Tell me more about this Nine of Wands and Eight of Wands. What is this rushing energy? What is coming in that fast? Hot and spicy and fast coming in over here. We've got the Seven of Swords coming up, the Strength card coming up, and the King of Wands coming up. So that's a lot of Leo energy coming through. There's a lot of wands on this. Like a lot of wands on the whole thing. Sorry, I'm just kind of like feeling into it because there's like a couple of different stories that come through with it, a couple of different energies. Because the feeling off of that seven of swords, it really turns the meaning. You know what I mean? In that the seven of swords, like, it can be interpreted as some sort of deception, sneaky trickery. Somebody is trying to steal from you or go behind your back, lie about something, right? But I'm not sure that the energy feels like that in this situation. You do have the death card on the bottom of it, so it's like bringing something to a close, an ending. But I'm not sure that anybody was being sneaky or deceptive. It feels more like the need to handle this fast-moving energy a little bit more tactically. Like, I'm feeling it more like having some strength and maturity, some more tactically handled energy. With this Eight of Wands coming in, there's a swift moving victory or swift moving message or energy coming in with it, and the need is to handle it more with a King of Wands energy and with some subtle strength, some gentle strength. Because that strength card coming out with the Seven of Swords feels to me like handle the situation in a little bit more of a subtle or gentle manner, in order to really cultivate the passionate, the good outcome that you want with the King of Wands there. Maybe it is a King of Wands that needs some tactical handling for you. What do we got in the center, please, Spirit? Got the Two of Swords coming out. We've got the Hierophant coming out. And we've got Five of Cups, and the Six of Wands wanted to jump out on it then too. This feels like there's a different way to do things other than the institutional way. With the Two of Swords and the Hierophant coming out. The Two of Swords is usually a choice or decision that needs to be made. But it can also be that there's a third option that we're not seeing. The way that she's blindfolded there is she's not seeing what the third option would be. And it seems like there's a third option that maybe goes against the institutional grain. The Hierophant it can be read in a couple of different ways, but it's feeling very institutional, or the common way of doing things, the regular way of doing things. So what it is that feels like a disappointment or feels like the Five of Cups, again, it's kind of, on the Five of Cups, he's not seeing the two cups behind him or the castle behind him. He's not seeing that there is a different way of looking at things that actually leads to blessings. Instead, he's just looking at the spilt cups. And I feel like there's a victory to be had by turning around and seeing that there's another option. There's a non-conformist way of handling the situation that would actually work out to be a stunning victory and recognition in the situation. It doesn't have to be the way everybody else does it or the way a certain institution does it. But it needs to be handled carefully, tactically, gently, in order to make the whole thing pull off. This over here, we have the Moon coming up, the Queen of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Both the Moon and the High Priestess for sure have an energy of obscured or being unclear, knowledge, wisdom that's being withheld at this time. And the Queen of Pentacles in the center of them. It feels like a very fertile time. And again, like, that could be literal, I suppose, but it feels more to me like giving birth to something we're not quite sure what it is, but it's going to be the higher timeline for you. Let me get, actually, I'm going to get a secondary deck and get a little bit more clarification on it. I just like to use a second deck in case Spirit wants to repeat themselves. In case they want to be like, nope, that's what I meant. I'm going to use a second deck here. I'm going to get a little more clarification on that for you. Because it's like fertility, abundance, but wrapped in a mystery. That's what those cards feel like. You've got the Moon and the High Priestess on either side of the Queen of Pentacles. What are we doing over here? We're building a mystery. But it also feels very intuitive and like we're on the path. Like in the Moon card, we're on the path, we're just not sure where it leads. And the High Priestess is a very in touch or in tune, intuitive card. So I feel like we're following our intuition that's giving birth to this abundance. We're just not everything is clear at this time. We've got the Page of Wands coming up on top of the Page of Wands. We've got the Nine of Wands coming up on top of the Nine of Wands. Yeah. And the Six of Pentacles. So a need for balance and for generosity. And again, this is Spirit wants to say the same thing they said before. They're saying, we've tried a whole bunch of stuff and we've thrown a whole bunch of stuff at the wall, tried a bunch of different paths, and the Page of Wands is coming in. It's finally time to find that wand, that path that actually works. But sometimes the only way to get there to the thing that works the best, that feels right, that's a passionate new opportunity that feels really good, is to try a whole bunch of different things, throw stuff at the wall, see what you like, see what feels good energetically. Follow the High Priestess, the intuition. Like when you try something, it doesn't feel good, it's not right, then okay, it's not right. That's okay. Try something else. Because that Page of Wands is there. The right thing is upon you. Ace of Swords, Queen of Wands, Ten of Cups. Yeah. And the Seven of Wands again. Yeah. There's some clarity coming in about having a Queen of Wands standpoint on things with the Ten of Cups. The Queen of Wands is going to be, again, kind of going her own direction, right? She's beautiful and attractive and stands out. She's not afraid to go her own way or do her own thing. And that's very much the energy I'm getting here, is that there is another option, a third solution, like with the Five of Cups and the Two of Swords. Both of these cards kind of say, turn around, look behind you, look at things differently, because there's a different way of doing things or a different option that leads to a great victory. And again, the Queen of Wands is definitely an energy of doing her own thing, right? Not being afraid to stand out, not being afraid to turn her face towards the sun like a sunflower and shine, regardless of whatever it is, leading to the Ten of Cups. And there's a repeat of this message of the Seven of Swords, the need to be tactical about it, to take your energy back and use it for yourself. Don't give your energy to things that aren't serving you. We've got the Hierophant, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Cups coming in over here. So definitely something that's an offer that is emotionally fulfilling and overflowing. That feels really good. And the Hierophant coming up again. It can mean marriage, an offer of marriage that's overflowing, if that's part of your story at the moment, right? But it could also be from an institution, a job, the government, a faith or religion if you're a part of a spiritual community. I like it. Three of Pentacles, collaboration. So an offer of collaboration coming up, and this one wants to throw up too, so we'll just put it up there. It's the Four of Swords, the need to rest, recuperate, take care of your health and well-being, go within, do some meditation, seek some clarity on the situation. But it looks like an opportunity being offered coming in that's very satisfying, very emotionally fulfilling for collaboration, working with other people. Whether that's for work, a creative project, a community project. And both of them being cup cards, it could just be like finding your soul tribe within a community. I'm going to get you a card or two off of this one just to get some closing messages from Spirit. Please, for Capricorn, what would you like them to know overall about this energy and this situation for the end of March? What would you like them to know? We have got the number 50 card, Boundaries, coming in, and the number 11 card, Intentions, coming in. And I'll show them both to you because the artworks are so pretty on these cards. You've got that one, Boundaries. And you can see that the young lady here, she's got a little time, a little clock hanging in front of her, and there's definitely a path. You can see there's a boundary in between her and other people. So she's using her time wisely. She knows when it's time to take some time for herself and to separate out her energy from others. And you've got the number 11 card, Intentions. And that's obviously, it's all about setting intentions and letting your intuition be your guide. You can see she's riding on the back of this Pegasus unicorn here, but you can see the muses are dancing in the wing of the Pegacorn. So, Pegacorn. Yeah, I guess it's Pegacorn. Let me know if I just made up that word. So you can see that the muses in the wing, it's like she's letting her muses or her inner voices be her guide, to be the wings that are carrying her forward. But she's definitely setting intentions. And that's more people being loud in my kitchen if you can hear them. Sorry, I do not live alone. But anyway, it looks like some good energy to me for this month, Capricorn. It looks like you have got a lot of really good opportunities, and end to some confusion coming in with a new opportunity for a collaboration, as long as we handle the situation tactically We should be able to work with that energy and get the most out of it, get that Six of Wands, that victory out of the situation. Sounds good to me. Thank you so much, Spirit, for working with us and giving us those messages. We appreciate you always. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for being here. I appreciate you always. And you guys have an excellent rest of March. Bye.